Hey guys, Dadillac AF here. Today I have the pleasure of interviewing Lightning&Genj as we tour the famous Synthwave city. This place is absolutely incredible and the views are out of this world. If you enjoy community tours, interviews, and all things No Man's Sky, be sure to like and subscribe.
Well, first of all, Dadillac, thank you so much for having us both. I know a lot of us know us from social media, the No Man's Sky universe, as Lightning&Genj, or short for Light&Genj. I go by Light.
Hi everybody, I'm Genj. I'm the little pink and green geck you see in photos, and my little blueberry, which is my little ship.
So tell me more about this space. What is this space here?
This one was for those who enjoy the Pandora Avatar, the movie, the game. If you look up along the build, you'll see that there's a lot of themes of Moon.
Ah, dude,
So
the little
that was-
psychedelic stuff here.
Yeah.
I've never seen this. This is crazy.
Anybody who we bring on personal tours, and if they're not comfortable with chatting in VC, all we have is emotes, right? So I'll just come up in front of here and start worshiping. A lot of what is here, obviously it's great in the daytime, but because of the particular aura that's on this beautiful planet, the lights give a certain kind of glow.
Oh, wow. Hold on. How'd you do this?
Headaches and tears.
You can't normally turn them upside down, but if you use one of the glitches and you use something like a wall light, you can turn them upside down or position them anywhere that like the wall light would have been positioned. So we learned that from Boyd Gaming, and we've used them in various different builds to capture this feeling of like waterfall or moonbeams, just like more ethereal than the typical feel in No Man's Sky.
It's just so much things to look at. So it's like it kind of brings you back to being a kid on a field trip where you're just kind of
Thank
staring
you.
at everything, and then the whole school
you.
bus is gone.
The magic school bus.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, right. And that's exactly the point. That was 1000% Cadillac. That the intention that literally, no matter where I'm standing at or you're standing at, you could literally pause. Hey, break it down. No, start dancing. No, you could pause and literally just spin your camera around, and there's always intently going to be something for you to look at. Every single thing that you see here, you can do it yourself. Is all accessible to do in the game, and there's nothing here outside of that.
People talk about blender builds, this, doing that. This is all OG from the game base. It makes it even more impressive, honestly. This is my first impression looking at this is like, oh yeah, there has to be some sort of mods to build this. No, jetpacks, scaffoldings, and headaches, Corvettes.
We did have, I do want to shout out, we did have some PC friends who dropped off pieces for us. We would have never been able to get some of these pieces as small or as large as they were if they didn't drop off a piece of really that size or a wire for us to get it. But everything, and anybody can do that. There are folks that'll drop off things for you and help you out. And from there we were able to, painstakingly.
You said something that actually we get all the time, the comments and engagement, whether it's social media, especially in Discord, is how the heck are you guys claiming that you're not using mods? The glitch building and size building has really helped us save on parts, right? Everything that you see here is one of the things that a lot of people say, how the heck is this all on one base computer? There has to be another base computer here somewhere, right? But we're like, no, this is all within the 3,000 parts, and this is where the beauty of the glitch building comes in. If you look down on the floor, this is one entire floor piece.
Oh, whoa. No, and that's how you get the scale so large.
The secret is this is also how you get to building all of this. Imagine no decorations right now, not one piece, but it's saving all those pieces. So then you can go ahead and do all have fun, right? But it's the glitch building, this floor piece alone that's covering the business part. I mapped it out just to do the math. It would have taken over 150 snapped floor pieces just to get this floor piece. So there's one here and the one on the other side. So it's saving 150 pieces and you're only just using 2.
You already have given me some ammo and inspiration for my own builds on Father's Peak. I got, I think, 300 pieces to build a bridge when I can just do one piece. Oh,
There you go.
I'm just kind of blown away by like how much time this much has taken, and just the attention to detail with it all. It's look at these trees. Look at all these trees. Is this a functioning clock?
Hold on. No, it's not a functioning clock. It's an illusion that it is. But what you see here is Synthwave.
It's like two bases. You see it in daytime, and you're like, whoa. And now I'm just looking at it at nighttime, and it's even better. It's wow.
You're right, and you're absolutely right.
Actually, if you see the protruding metal things from the ground, they're not lit up for you. If you walk up to them, there's 4 of them. You can pop them up from the ground, and that will be an even more intense purple for you.
This is one of the few pieces when Genj mentioned earlier that we have friends come drop off these pieces. We're coming up to a year of only playing. There are so many of these pieces that we did not have because we missed out on the expedition, that we've had them drop off. Some of our friends, they can get some, so then they drop it off for us. So then that gives us the ability to, do some of our R&Ding on the planet.
Yeah, that's the beauty of like friendship and sharing, right? Anyone can share these pieces. So if there's ever anyone that sees a piece and they don't have it, let us know. Like, we're happy to help too.
We've had friends use the code to gift us stuff. You could do that too. If you don't have it, you can gift a Corvette ship, our pieces. I've had people do that for us too. So there's different options. Shout out to all the friends who've done that. So, the reason we're sharing that too is because if there's anything that we want to share tonight that you get out of the whole experience and just getting to know Lightning&Genj is, please don't chase. Don't chase to how to get good. Learn how to get inspired. If you want to go ahead and make your way to Synth Cinema, while we're walking our way here in the theater, getting our ticket, I am just going to make my way over here at the seat of the theater.
There's one thing that I'm hoping from this experience. I've been looking at a lot of cool things from here to Kaiju Catsville to Entropic Star Kids Freighter. I hope it can draw more attention, because it's like, I don't say this lightly, these builds are better than what you see like that the creators built that's on part of the base game. Imagine if they took a talent like you and talent like the others that came before that learned these glitches and all these things and put that on the designing team for their new game. How much more tools they're going to have for more possibilities of creation, how much more inspiration they'll get out of the people that buy the game, and how they can just kind of spread that inspiration around.
I'm just so honored and overwhelmed just for you having us here. Thank you so much.
Oh, man, thank you. The pleasure is absolutely mine, man.
If you see where I'm shooting at, you see this tall, what's called in the Tron universe, the Recognizer. So those are just using 4 Corvette pieces, just put together.
I've seen these before. Yeah.
Just putting them to the side. I was like, how can I make a Recognizer that kind of doesn't look like a Corvette, but kind of maybe does look like it?
Oh, and you got the band here too.
Yes.
Hold on.
So anyone who is familiar with the band Gunship, it's a music band, Synthwave. A lot of their music videos is exactly pulls from this type of aesthetic. The colors, the retro vibes, the futuristic, cyberwave vibes, which is kind of like a blend of synthwave and vaporwave, to be specific. So with the music band and stuff, one of the things I wanted to do was have the mic, just this showcase that there's mics here. So one of the favorite things I like doing is just, shout out to all the RPs, peeps out there. Just kind of like dance here. And I'm huge into, creating edits and cinematic.
I was watching your live the other night, and I think there was a moment you were, I always call it the saxophone moment. It's just it was hitting it. Me and Lala were having a great time listening to it. But it felt very music video-esque, you were centered right there in the middle. The camera was spiraling around you, going up and above. The lights flying around. It is very much music video-esque. You should consider throwing a concert maybe in this city or some sort.
Right? Oh my God.
Dude,
Tell me about it.
it would be amazing.
It would be amazing opportunities. So now that we are here, obviously you've seen the synth band area. I want to take you through the noodle bar. This really isn't a name to the restaurant. It's pretty much up for your interpretation and imagination. As you can see here, these are not available in the game. These are just glitch parts from Corvettes. So this is saving, right? You got a TV here, you got a table. This is just your Corvette part glitched into this little kitchen area.
I imagine a robot chef just working here with his little knife arms and a little chef hat sitting on top and just, you know, coming after your 12-hour shift.
About it.
You know, coming in, grabbing
That's
a couple,
perfect.
literally noodles, like you said, it's give me noodle shop vibes. And you eat, you get out, and it's going to be cheap, but it's going to be delicious. I might look and see if they got a little house for sale, and you know, it'll be a Dadillac vacation home in a corner somewhere. You know, just to escape
Absolutely.
away.
That's awesome. And I apologize for the industrial clink, clank, clank sound that you're hearing.
It's the
That's
vibes.
this area that we're walking in now.
I live for it.
Let me turn it off. There's an actual bike here.
If this,
Yeah, so this is the industrial area.
the Tron bike.
Yes, the light cycle / hybrid of Akira.
Even right behind it, you're gonna see the arm movement there in our sort of variation on like a ripper dock chair, because it's a back alley, right? You just slid in off your bike, or at least my interpretation. You slid in off your bike, and you gotta go straight into that ripper dock chair, because you know you're just like Jackie inside. You're just, can you hang on for a minute?
Listen here, Choom, you're gonna get in and get out. Yeah.
As you can see, and I glitched a toggle power flow. If you get your cursor just enough right at the tip of the bike, you can turn it off and on.
Oh, I see it, I see it. Oh,
Vroom vroom.
I love the details. I love functionality. One of my kaiju has like little vending machines that move in that you see whenever you're in. They're functioning little trade stations, but it's the attention to detail of the functionality of it. You know, you could have built just a little bike here, but then you put a power button on. How many people are going to find that power button? But it makes that detail. It's that human part.
Being able to go to visit other people's base and stuff has helped me, and that's how I was able to do this bike. It's not something you can just, bike is actually 3 pieces.
Only
It's just
3?
3 pieces only, yeah. And it's
assuming
using
ball
the universal
and
adjacency.
The middle?
Yeah, yes,
yeah?
and just the mineral extractor just turned, like Genj said, you'll get so many surprises out of this game by just turning it upside down. Here, I'm going to show you a bit of a contrast, right? So when we're doing something like that, and all these pieces, you have to pick and choose your enemies, your battles, right? So the enemy with this game is, God, man, I can't really get too detailed in maybe the arcade area as much, because I kind of want to go more detailed in this area. You got to pick and choose with the pieces that you do have, even though you are going to have more, on how detailed you're going to get, like in an arcade area. So I could have gone so much more detail for these arcade pieces, but I kept it simple with just, you know, with the minimal, and I wanted this middle arcade, if you walk into this one, to have the most details.
So if you could have unlimited parts on here, what, like, I'm looking at these video game, like they're perfect. I know exactly what they were. The second we turned over, I knew exactly it was an arcade. What kind of more, like, what would you do? What would you add to it?
In particular, the knobs. There's just like knobs here. I've done the 2.0 version that's more detailed of these arcade areas. So this is like the 1.5, the scaled back version. So then we can get the results on what you're seeing when you get out of the arcade.
If there's one thing you gotta know about Light, is that he would add more lights and more. And it would just be different every time, is the beautiful part. Because he has like just this need to create. What I also love is sometimes he'll start with something and I'll finish it. Like he'll be like, hey babe, what do you think about this? And we'll just add on together and create something really unexpected. So
It's because teamwork makes the dream work, you know? And
Yeah,
obviously it works.
And I'm so glad you're in first person. Well, hold on, are you? I think, I don't know,
yeah.
maybe? Okay, if you go to first person, you'll see that I imagine you got to kind of spin your camera around. Now you got dreads. All right, so we're hitting reggae.
We're just going crazy. I love that. Oh my god.
I have to take you through and just to kind of show you the intent. I had to stop here, obviously, with running out of pieces. We obviously would keep building if we could. But if you look at this area, it was directly inspired from Final Fantasy. Shout out to all the
it's
Final
the
Fantasy
reactors.
fans.
Yes.
Yes, the reactors. So specifically 7, you have the reactors areas. Yes. So Midgard, things like that. You know, so it pulled from there, right?
You know, I was part of the Rebel Force, so we technically want to blow these up, but we'll let this one stay up. You know, we'll let this one stay.
For now. Exactly. Let's go.
Parents the homie, man. So it feels like in this area is like a main hub of like the city or the heart of the city. Is that correct?
1000%. And that's why we call it the grid. You know, you got the grid, Tron area and stuff. But it really is the heartbeat of the city. This is where everyone loves to take photos, just talk about how they just found these lights in the city.
One of my questions that I, especially with this part right here, is like, what is a spot that people always miss? Like a little detail that you're like, I know this is here, and I really want people to notice. Like, for example, what I just saw just now, just cruising, you have a noodle bucket. I'm pretty certain what I'm looking at over here. I didn't see this before, and I love the detail of it. What is another spot?
You asked the question, and Genj jumped up immediately. Go ahead, my love.
Yeah, I'm bouncing in my chair because I'm like, I know exactly what it is. I know exactly what it is. Nobody ever looks up, and I know that sounds strange because everyone's looking up, right? No, if you actually go up in the build, there is a submarine ride. Well, that's what we call it. It's like a little mini submarine ride. This is our 5th element. If you go up there, you could actually ride a vehicle through the air and experience the city in a little bit of a different way.
I absolutely, before we head out of this place, need to ride that yellow submarine. Shout out to Beatles. I need to ride it.
Thank you so much for the vibes, Dadillac. Seriously, it is such a refreshing experience to have you here.
Oh man,
let's go. So do me the favor, and make your way through there. Perfect. Yeah, first person.
Okay, I'm excited. Oh.
We're traveling through galaxies. And there's a portal right there. You can keep walking. Oh, hi.
Hi.
Long time no see.
Dude.
So these are the portals. I love the amazing aesthetic. Again, it's basically, this is the story of our lives. I do something, right? Like put this portal here, and then Genj comes along and likes, I have an even better idea. And I'm like, baby, you do you. Do you, baby.
Let
okay,
her
because
cook.
Yes.
Look,
and that's that sense of dynamic, right?
You know, I have the same thing with Lala, my own partner at home. So, you know, I was doing great on my own. But whenever she came into my life, she really made everything absolutely better. And it sounds like you both have that kind of same vibe going on, where it's just you're better together. Yes.
And the fact that you're mentioning that, it's been so reaffirming, vocalizing that each other throughout the frustration of the build and the arguments that we've had. This is our first time we've ever built anything to this kind of scale, so it was very ambitious. But it was along that way where we really had to learn how to really trust and creating our own identity and trusting the process, vocalizing like, you know what, we are better together. Like, that is so amazing, and thank you so much for sharing that, because it really does mean a lot.
Exactly.
I like that you guys are going into this room right now. I'd like to take the mic from Light for a moment, and especially because you just met our friend No Man's Sky, who's one of the most amazing people that we've met in the No Man's Sky community. Just like a good freaking human who you can instantly connect with and see the genuineness and the way they express themselves, their artistic ability and how like multifaceted they are as an artist. But we met Norman and just felt so inspired by him that we turned this into Norman's room. So this is Norman Sky's room. He's got his own little Xeno table so he can battle, and he's got his own little PC for when he's doing his podcast. So really, shout out to our friend Norman. Thanks for being a friend.
So we recently had announced that he not only is the first official citizen of Synthwave City, but also the official ambassador of Synthwave City. So shout out again to our boy Norman. As we continue to this party here, I am so glad that the electricity is working for you. So as you make your way there, it's not going to look like you went through a teleporter, but obviously you did. These are the rooms. This is the residential area of the city. So here we go, a little bit of personalization.
I love the robotic flower. It's so cute.
Yeah.
But the vibes itself of this whole little spot is just beautiful. The flashing lights, the floating cubes.
Thank you so much for noticing that. We hand sketch our builds before we actually do them. And it literally was an intent on what a digital love letter would look like, if that makes any sense, to No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
So we got the 10-year anniversary coming up and everything, and we just want to thank so much. If it wasn't for all the other crazy creative builders out there, I would have never thought of like how to do a digital aquarium that is the entrance of a movie theater. Like, how the heck does that work? How do you do that? Like,
and what so far in this whole thing has been the most pain in the butt thing to build? Because I'm sure it all wasn't easy. I'm sure there's one that's like this little thing right here.
It's exactly what you're looking at right at the portal, and you see the dynamic movement of ball and everything there. Those are the Corvette parts.
Oh my goodness, the time and effort, the love for the game, so inspirational. Where did you get the idea for this layout? Like, I know you said you guys were drawing it. I'm picturing you guys have to play some Dungeons and Dragons, because I would imagine this needs that almost attention of detail of got to make sure everything's in the right place, everything flows naturally. How did you guys do that? You want to walk me through that?
I think for me, especially, in balance with light, was ensuring that there was space to breathe throughout the build. He has so many ideas, I have so many ideas. Like, we literally have a list of just like, what about a micro build about this? And what about capturing this aesthetic or this vibe? And so actually where you guys are standing right now, there in that hab with that open window looking out, we're really intentional about, okay, how can we create a landscape around that archive there to our left with this ginormous ball in the sky, and kind of extend it left and right so that it feels like it envelops you a little bit like a horseshoe. And also, again, protecting that open air and having a lot of the city pieces along the edges, but kind of, that 3D effect where they're coming at you, and each way along it's a little bit like an onion where you're peeling back the layer, and you're seeing a little bit more and a little bit more.
More technical wise, for those who, one of the number questions I get is, how the heck did you pull off Synthwave City with and save more parts? And technically it was the large, medium to small approach that really helps a lot. Large scale pieces, right, come in first. Medium scale, you start decorating, and then, remember we mentioned earlier all the decorating, that was last. As far as like what works for us, we made the mistake of getting caught up to those little things, and what's worked best for us is to take those approaches. Structure large, glitch building, medium glitch building, and then all the small stuff.
Exactly what you said. I look at it less of a mistake, but an opportunity to learn to do it better. Finding the opportunity to do it in this result. That mistake led to this result. So it's not much of a mistake to me.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's a learned experience you can carry forward. And I'm working on a few different builds right now, honestly. Kind of dip our toes into some. Some are a lot bigger and more ambitious and very structurally planned out over the next few months. But we're taking a little bit of a different approach there. I think one of our next builds is going to stretch the limits of base building in No Man's Sky.
I cannot wait to see that. Is there a theme? Is there... Well, come on, I gotta know more. I'm fanboying out over here. I gotta know.
Well, I'll say we're working on something that's a little bigger than Synthwave. It's in our own star system. And Light, anything you would add?
we're going beyond the limit.
Oh.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. So this is the Synthwave office, Star Wars office. I just basically, you see the Corvette parts, right? And then the bite beat. I'm not sure if you remember the lightsaber, right? We talked about Easter eggs. They're scattered around the build. There's two. There's one that you found down there, right? I seen you looking at it. It was embedded into a rock. The second one is up here. Okay, I know I wanted to keep it a surprise, but I just love it so much. I used the bite beat cable. I was thinking more of the Sith. From Star Wars, right?
Yeah.
How do we do that? How do we bring that into No Man's Sky? Right? Different lightsabers. So I thought about that and just kind of like being in the moment. He just kind of like got angry, just coming in and just kind of, you know, movie prop area type of thing. He just brought this lightsaber in the little Corvette coffee table, and you can actually have a sit here too. You know,
it's
my whole
like
thing is to just walk, chill.
It's like you got like a battle axe like underneath your table and stuff like that. So that's what it should be. You know, you got to have like random. It's not a cool house if you don't have random weapons just scattered amongst the place, like ninja stars and nunchucks, lightsabers.
Exactly. So you know, in our city meeting, something's going down here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, these are dangerous streets.
So that's one of the chairs. This is my favorite chair out of the whole city. Just the office chair, of course.
Nah, you gotta look at
And
the
the
city
view.
view. Oh,
Right?
my
Yes,
goodness.
the view. That's where it's at.
Oh,
Taking that view, and one of the things I love about being in the group, of course, is the downside of I hate logging in by myself. Is that when we're in a group, everything keeps moving. So the intent of making that dynamic effect where you're here, looking to the left, looking to the right, that's what we wanted to bring more of in the game.
it keeps getting better and better and better. Oh, look at this glowing crystal over here. Oh my god, it's just there's another one. Oh, dude.
I'm so glad you're enjoying it. So let's just jump down here. I mean, we can go through the elevator, but let's just go down right to maybe you can see my character.
Aim for the bushes.
Let's take you real quick down to that lightsaber. We'll make this part more quicker pace now that the electricity is working. You got lightsaber number 2, right?
Yeah.
So my thing was like, okay, how can we walk through something and it makes it feel like you just are teleported to another dimension. So if you go through there's going to be a teleporter that teleports you to these underground caves.
And you have a whole cave system.
Yeah, it's a whole cave system. It's nothing much. It's just, you know, the light fissure here, a little bit of a light on the wall. Of course, there's parts of the cave that you can enjoy exploring. But it's right under the city. And I just needed to want something that you can actually look at and I'm like, okay, how the heck do I get back here?
What is this? What am I looking at?
It's a light fissure. It's this. You are currently transporting to another dimension.
Jesus?
Yeah, praise cheese eggs in the morning.
Oh,
yeah, I think we serve those for breakfast.
yeah, dude, it's just it's cool.
It's just the vibe. We're just trying to capture a different vibe, you know. And it's one of those things where I was like, we could add more here, but the focus is the city, so you know, let's go back to the city. You know?
It also pays a little bit of an homage to another build that we have on this planet that I mentioned briefly earlier, which is like a tiny little city build that feels like you're in the ruins under a cave. It's Neo-Fey Caverns on this planet, and it's really a build full of mushrooms and whimsy. And so you go down there and you see the little mushrooms, and it's almost like a teaser to like, oh, there's more, right? But it's another build.
I love mushrooms. Another one of my favorite things.
Me too. Any place you see a mushroom on this, any of our builds, just know I have placed it. It is my mushroom. I just place mushrooms everywhere.
Straight out of the Neo-Fey Caverns, we have. You want to make your way up here?
Yep.
Go ahead, man.
I made mushroom juice.
Mushroom juice.
Shots. So yeah, right here, straight out of the Neo-Fey Caverns, not too far from us, we have Genj's signature mushroom magic
Ooh.
in beverage form. Yep. Right there.
It's so cute. Look at this little red top. I love
stuff,
it.
Man. Some good stuff. Yeah, it's pretty potent, you know, so shots only.
You know, it makes you, it helps you experience the city better, you know? The colors start vibrating a little bit different. Don't mind if I do.
Yes, sir. So this area, while we were building here, we literally would have to look out and see what would render and what wouldn't. So you could intently see that we would build things in the position so that if you were looking out in the distance, there wasn't this notorious rendering issue. You know, you'll maybe see some posters disappear, but you're not seeing a lot of stuff because we built things to hide, if that makes any sense, some of the stuff that disappears.
And that's that extra layer that sets you apart from a lot of the other builds that I've seen of, like, you know, as a whole, when everything's loaded, it looks incredible, but you know, when you're close to it, that stuff looks great, but those far distance stuff, it's just, you know, it's kind of coming in, coming out. It's crazy. This is the most complex, eccentric kind of build I've seen, and you've honestly got it to load almost, you know, painlessly. You know, it's nice to see the thought and effort and attention to detail past what is usually just normalized. You know, it's very refreshing.
Thank you. You're refreshing, my brother.
My man, my man.
Oh, my man. No, seriously, and those are things that not too many people who, you know, do enjoy building and may not enjoy much as building as much as we do, and maybe other things in the game that they really enjoy sharing with each other. But as far as the building, and you hit it right on the nail, it's learning how to work within the limitations in the game can be really fun too. So this is part of that limitations.
One more sip here real quick. Hold on, all right.
Yeah, take a sip and head to the jacuzzi.
Yeah.
So the jacuzzi was inspired. I don't know if there's any Batman fans out there, okay? So let me just talk to you for a second out here. We got the green, we got the purple, all right? We are going Batman and Robin type of themes. There is a movie out there called Batman Forever, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, packed with all the movie stars. You got Arnold, you have all kinds of people. You got Jim Carrey as the Riddler, right? But there's this dynamic duel out of all Batmans that has always been my favorite, with that futuristic vibe they've caught in that film. But it was between Joker and Batman in the anime, and there's that green and purple that highlights a lot from the 90s that I wanted to bring in the Nip Nip shop, or the Nip Nip lounge area where this comes into
Nip Lounge.
Yeah. So it's a double jacuzzi setup. I like doing these a lot, and a lot of like quick tutorials that we do, or showcases. You know, one of my favorites. And one of the things I wanted to mention is, you see the one of the benefits of building on the trade posts and archives, like we mentioned, is that you get pirate battles. So that's what you're seeing here in the sky.
Keeps the rent prices down, you know.
Yes. Before we leave, I do want to show you how really intense it gets with the fights, and that's where we've done a lot of the cinematic, videos and stuff with those that in theme.
It just adds to the dynamics of the city. You know, we can't add NPCs, but we've got some pilots around.
This was the very first thing I built before building anything. I did this portal right here. So we pretty much took this, and I was like, let me just do whatever I could up top. So I'm glad that you're behind there, Dadillac, because the front is what I did, right? Mm-hmm. But you gotta have some love in the back, ladies and gentlemen.
Of course. Yeah. Gotta look good walking both ways, you know? Mm-hmm.
So I'm in the front, and then I was like, what can we put in the back? So this is all me in the front, right? And then Genj came and did her thing. I was like, my love, what the heck can we do in the back that seems like with movement? And I by the time I look over, she was like, okay, what do you think? I look over, I'm like, yo, what is this? How did you think of
it? So good.
And it's that type of dynamic and celebrating of each other that really encourages you. By the time you pick up, that controller you're building on, and you're like, you know what? This is amazing. And we could really do what we have in our minds, and just have fun with it.
It's very clear that both your guys' styles pair and bounce off of each other in such a beautiful. It's like ballerinas dancing, you know, synchronized dancing. How it's just they both flow together. It's very nice. And your portal in the front. When I'm looking at, like, obviously not the little bells, but you know, we've talked about World of Warcraft before. You know, your login screen, right? You're telling me this is not a No Man's Sky World of Warcraft login screen? Put it at the angle, right? Hold on.
It absolutely is.
Yeah.
So he didn't play World of Warcraft, but I did.
I was like, I've looked at that screen before. I've spent many of time looking at that screen.
Yeah, you can almost hear the music playing in your head.
Oh,
can't you?
bum, bum, bum. Oh, you know, I know.
So as we're making way here for the finale, there's so much details that we can cover through the city. But I'm just covering the main, the main courses. So as you're walking in, you got your best thing I could come up with is your little cute little.
I don't care who he is. I love him, and I will protect him with my life.
He's our flight instructor.
I love him, and he's doing a great job.
5-star review for you, buddy.
5-star review. Oh man, thank you. So the portal is going to be up to the fifth element inspiration.
Yeah, let me go in first person, as one should when these moments. Oh, it's a wall.
Yes, sir.
Oh, dude, the giant. I mean, I gotta look away from that in terms of service. Is that a booty hole?
Oh no, you don't own cats? We did mention we own 3 cats.
I've had cats
before.
Before you get that kitten, yeah, you love how we bring it back to old conversations. We didn't forget. We're holding that one for reservations, all right, chat?
I love that.
If you didn't know, now you know.
It's beautiful.
You're beautiful, okay?
We gotta.
Okay, so each person gets their own, but go ahead and pop open the little vehicle by clicking on, that little orange guy floating in front of you.
Okay.
Bring your vehicle up, pop on, and you'll see it's the modified version. It's glitch size smaller, so the vehicle is smaller as well. And now, enjoy.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Now this, I want you to imagine that saxophone that you and Lala were the other day, okay? This is when that comes to play, and that synthwave music and that sax solo that comes in. This is the way I wanted to experience the city. It was straight out of a page of the Fifth Element, where you just have your flying cars everywhere. It gets the little hang of it.
Oh, look
but you want to keep the arrow going up.
I'm such a boomer, man. I'm just. Why is my E button not working?
You can do it. One of the things that you notice about us is that we do not want to do something people have done already. We want to do, like, Tron, bringing it into the universe to make sense. But how would Lightning&Genj bring that into No Man's Sky, right? And I just love having that sense of identity. Whether you're a musician, artist, or whatever it is, I feel like it's always important to have that sense of identity, right?
What is this section? I don't think you showed me this section. What is it? What is this? You got people spazzing out over here? You should pull his application.
This is just the archive itself. This is, part of the No Man's Sky. There's a probability of there being multiple of these on the planet, and he is just acting kind of funky, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you go further in, there is something you can interact with, and I think it's like story driven. We have built directly on one of these before, but as you can see, the NPCs get a little wonky, and we wanted to use it more as our backdrop versus as the main part of the build.
So let me ask you this. No. So each of you, which one is your? We'll start with you, Miss Genj. Which is your favorite part that, like, a story associated to it? Like, I personally, the drum area is by far, like, it's just it took me out of No Man's Sky there for a second. It's cool. It's so unique. That's mine. Where I would say.
Aw, I love hearing that. I think for me, it might actually be a little bit of the Times Square-esque signage that we built together. It's just kind of opposite of the stage where Light is right now. Where you got the clock reel and there's all the flat. There's just, I don't know, it's so... There's so many pieces that you see every day, but they're used and kind of merged together in a little bit of a different way, and I'm from New York also, so it just reminds me of home a little bit, so
I'm
nice to have
walking
that in the city. Yeah, I'm walking you. Get out of here.
To answer your question, my favorite is where I'm at. Okay, of course. My second would have to be the Back to the Future elevator teleporter. First, because everything here, personally, from the very first piece laid down from that teleporter you've seen out in the fields, it was all synthwave inspired by the band Gunship.
I absolutely love that. It's just take it in. Just all this whole entire build, just everything about it. It's phenomenal. It's you guys are very, as you know, and I'm sure you're very humble, but you guys are very talented, extremely talented, with just the time and effort, just to know that none of this is snap-on. This is all you lining everything up in game, moving things around. It's just, it's beautiful, really. It really is.